What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Uranus. It is none other than Army Corps the Wise, Army Corps the Great, Army Corps the Legend. He is in this game today, and it is a team game. His partners today in the yellow color playing as Ra. His name is Mechanics. If you don't know who this guy is actually known for his Loki skills. He's an incredibly strong Yuka member playing Loki. But in this game, he's going in with the Ra, and I'm excited to see what he can come up with Ra. If you're pocket Ra in team games, a lot of the time that can be a bit of a curse. But on Watering Hole, it can be a lot easier to defend a lot of the things. So we'll see what Mechanics is going to have up his sleeves. And then in the green color, final teammate to round out this ridiculous team game is Matrius. He is playing as Poseidon, and he is in the green color. Their opponents today in the red color, the crazy Thor player. And he is indeed playing Thor. His name is Nazopharnix. Now, you guys might not know so much about him. He doesn't play a whole lot of 1v1s, but his team game Thor is incredibly strong. I'm excited to see what he can come up with in this game because, I mean, we all kind of know how strong Norse is in the team games. So we'll see what Nazo is going to be able to do in this game. We've also got in the pink color playing as Loki. His name is Ragnarox. Now, I'm going to tell you, whenever I go into a team game and Ragnarox picks Loki, I am terrified. This guy's Loki is off the chain good. And we'll see what he's going to be able to do. And then we finally round out the team over here with the Ra player. Nors. And he is very strong team game player. Very, very stuck in his ways. Loves the Ra. Don't often see him playing too many other gods, but when he does, it's always a fun time. The map is Watering Hole. And this game was submitted. Therefore, it must be good. It must be good. That's what I'm under the impression. We got some relics on the map over here. We do have the Staff of Dionysus. This one's actually useless for the Atlantean players. Plus 20 villager food carry capacity. Doesn't really help out our Atlantean players in the slightest, which is very sad. We've also got this relic over here, the System of Bast. This is a nice relic, but it's not as good as you think. I tend to think about the System of Bast as a food trickle, in that if you get one villager, let's just say it's 15 seconds because the math is a bit easier. It's actually 14 seconds, but the math's a bit easier, 15 seconds. So if you get 5 food every 15 seconds, you're actually in effect getting 20 food a minute. And then if you get 2 town centers, you're getting 40 food a minute. And then that obviously goes away once you hit full villager carry, full villager. So it's a bit of an interesting one, and we'll see. Well, it's definitely worth picking up, but it's not as good as you think. And we also have the hardest folly over here, plus 2 Ketoskopos and Priest and Ulsak line of sight. And down the bottom of the map, we have the Eye of Ornlu, giving you the counter infantry bonus. And then Pandora's box over here, giving you the myth unit training time. And we'll see what's going to happen here. We just see Nor's only one monument here. He's chucking up his temple very, very late. So a bit of inefficiencies here with that build order. He's also got a relic over here that he hasn't spotted just yet, which is a blue crystal shard. It's not a bad relic to pick up. It means you can kind of get some spicy technologies for really, really big boosts in economy. Actually, can we go like this? Yeah, we'll just check out the technologies. So we've got our red player going through Freya over here. We've got our pink player going through Forseti. Our Loki going through Forseti. We've got Tar coming through for Nors. We've got Tar coming through for Mechanics. Over here we do see the Prometheans from Army Corps, very, very standard. And for our Poseidon player, Matrius, he is going through Hermes, or has gone through Hermes. And now we see, hey, thanks so much for the 40 bits, Saki. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out with me. So, right now we see Nazophytex being incredibly greedy, but this is an amazing amount of food here on this town center. So I understand why he wants to go for that one. We are going to be seeing this Centaur sneaking in past this sentry tower. I love that play from Mattress, just making sure he stays outside the line of sight, sneak around the back, see if he can snipe a villager or something like that. So he's coming around, trying to find something to do here. As Nazo's just chilling with his Valkyrie, he's going to send that one off. I actually do think for Norse, in this matchup specifically, leaving your Valkyrie at home to deal with any cheeky Centaurs is actually a good play. Because generally speaking, the hero is just going to be chilling back here. We're also seeing Matrius going for his second town center. We're seeing Mechanics going for his own second town center, and we are seeing Army Corps going for his own second town center. Everyone is 2 town centers this game, even Ragnaroks. And the thing is, with Loki going 2 town center, there's a lot of actual other options apart from just Hersa spam that Loki can do, which can really catch out an opponent, really catch him off guard. So the big thing about Loki is that the Hersa, and the reason why Loki does this is the Hersa, they cost a lot of resources. They really hurt your economy in a big way because of how many resources they cost. That means you can't really spam out the gatherers so efficiently. You don't normally get an early second town center, so you're always behind on economy, but you get that economy back by the favor gather rate, the free myth unit spawns. So that's why we see that a lot of the time here. But this is a 2 town center here, so you can actually go for crazy stuff like fast heroics. You can go for sort of semi-fast mythics. You can play a boom game and have a very, very fun time with like Heimdall Towers and a whole lot of other stuff here, as we are starting to see Army Corps Terma swarming in onto the Ra players' base here. Going to look for some villager snipes here. We do see it's just 1 counter barracks right now as the town center is just about up. The villager's going to finish off this elephant over here. Very, very nice food to be finding on this location. And we'll see how this is going to go, as we do see a house getting deleted there so that we can finish off his armor. He's very, very close. Looks like our Ra player here needs to advance to the second age. Doesn't quite have the food or gold just yet. That's the Terma getting very, very spicy. We'll see how it's all going to go. I don't see much else happening over here. We do have the Centaur still just chilling in the back here for Mattress. This is super sneaky. He's just going to hold off here as the walls are getting thrown up by Nazophytex, playing very, very defensively thus far, which obviously I like against the Poseidon. If you play towards your power spikes, much, much better for the Norse player. And the question is he going for a cheeky fast heroic? Not really. I don't see any long houses just yet out for Nazophytex. And he's just going to be playing a very defensive. There's the armory coming up, so he probably is going for a fast heroic. Meanwhile, we see the Terma coming in onto this location. He doesn't have any valid Terma here, so this Wadget can definitely get some big damage done. And we will be seeing some villagers getting sniped down, as we are also having Mechanics and Norse going through Hathor as Aphrodite coming through for Matrius. A very, very fast heroic here from Matrius. I love that play. When you don't have much to do, just go straight to the Mythic Age. And I wonder if that's what he's going to plan here. Go straight to the Mythic Age through Artemis, hit a huge Earthquake onto the Thor place. It's a big counter to a fast heroic, I think, because there's not a whole lot he can do to punish this. And then you also have access to Hypaspists, so that the Norse player's infantry spam is not going to be as good, meaning they have to make the raiding cavalry, which trade very, very slow, or Jarls, which can be dealt with quite easily. We are seeing a whole bunch of villagers on favor as well, so it might even be a Nemean Lion idea. And we'll see how that's all going to go. Meanwhile, the Hersa are starting to stream into Mechanics position here as the villagers getting pulled off of the gold mine. And the Rock actually managing to save a villager there. Nice play from Mechanics, making sure that his villagers stay alive here against Ragnaroks, as he's just looking for something to pick off here. There's really not a lot that these Hersa are going to be able to do. So I love this. Getting the walls up, restricting the position, making sure you can stop any sort of trade route going on. And we are seeing that 2 town center, fast Horus, that we honestly have begun to fear and hate. Because this Horus just comes down and you completely devastate a position while your economy is incredibly strong. This is the power of a 2 town center play. And there is a lot of ability to... there is a lot of ability to actually punish this. But in team games, you can find it very, very difficult. The big easy way to punish this build order is to do a 2-town center fast heroic through Njord with a forward temple somewhere. If you can sneak that up, if you're pretty much understanding that someone's going to be going for this, you can just drop a temple, say here, and then you just sit back, and then you can push in with the Walking Woods, the Mountain Giant, and a whole bunch of units. The Horus pops, you're probably going to lose one town center, but that doesn't matter because your opponent's lost their town center and lost all these farms as well, and their economy is suffering. It's a big, big way to counter that. As we are seeing I'm getting confused. We're seeing Ragnarok's getting some Army Corps villages getting pushed back as they are just about to pop. There's the Artemis coming through for Matrius as well, as we do see Nazopharnyx is going to be the poor victim of the god power dropping shenanigans here, as we are seeing Ragnarok's going up through Bragi as well. We will probably also see the Locust get thrown down on Nazopharnyx. He's going to be hating the fact that he's Norse in this game, as we do see a big Locust over here onto Nazopharnyx's villages. He's going to be also getting the Lion in onto this location, as Nazo going to be losing his Ulfsark, losing villages. We see Shifting Sands. This is so disgusting from Mechanics. We see the Frost getting thrown down here, trying to keep his villages alive for a little bit longer. We even have Matrius's Juggernauts coming in here as he's rushing in onto the Siege Juggernauts, the Oxy Juggernauts. This is going to be disgusting because this town center is going to get taken down. We're seeing Balder getting rushed here from Nazopharnyx, but he's not going to be able to get it because this town center will go down in time, it looks like. And there might even be an attempted earthquake onto Ragnarok's position. Meanwhile, we've got so many Hersa over here. We've got Nor's 3 town centers going hard onto Army Corps, who is very, very much getting absolutely torn to pieces right now as the Hersa jumping onto this town center. This is going to be essentially, we saw the earthquake getting used on here. Very surprised about that, considering the Juggernauts were built, but we're going to be seeing essentially a base race here, as both Mechanics and Matrius are going to push through the south side of the map. Norse and Ragnarok's going to be pushing through the top side of the map, and the question is really going to be who is going to be able to survive for the longest. As we do see the town center has managed to come back up for Nazopharnyx here. He is going to desperately be trying to get his Balder out, get a Ragnarok, and just try and get fed back into the game by his strong economy of the Ra player. Very, very smart play here, as Ragnarok's now going to be trying to get his town center up, trying to snipe these villages down, not allowing them to get out of here. We're going to see a ghost building get thrown up, and it will be blocking these villages. These citizens are so slow, so fat, so sad, and they will all get picked off here, as we are also seeing Nords coming in with these cavalry to deny those from getting back. And these villages all fall. We see a big shockwave here as Army Corps is desperately trying to keep his citizen alive, but they are all kind of falling here, and they might make it into this tower as the Stymphalian birds raining fire or feathers from the sky, doing a lot of damage here. We also see a Mountain Giant helping out on this location, as these Juggernauts not going to be doing all too much. The town center is up. Balder is coming through, and it's looking like Nazopharnyx is going to be able to get what he wants here, but I don't think he's got all too many villages. And Army Corps is just about to lose his main base as well if Ragnarok decides to come in here. But Mechanics helping the defense out nicely, and it's looking as if Army Corps going to be living another day. The Stymphalian birds are just going to fly over here and pick off this Mountain Giant incredibly quickly. Only 40% pierce armor on the Mountain Giant. These Stymphalian birds have a ridiculous multiplier against the Mountain Giant, as it's retreating away and does end up falling. We do see that naval auxiliaries coming in, and we see some more docks coming up from Matrius. He's going to be able to take down this town center and this town center by taking this one down. And the question is, will Ragnarok's team spot this or not? And they do spot the dock coming up. The question is, will they actually notice it or not? There's a lot of chaos going on in this game. It's very tough to see this happening or not. We could also see Ragnarok's going for these docks as well. It's something that you have to be hyper aware of in these high level team games, is these locations here. And the easiest way to defend this is to throw up a fortress or a couple of towers on this location, as well as a dock, and that's going to give you enough time to react to your opponent coming after this location or not. And it's definitely worth it to be doing that. So we are now seeing some infantry units coming through for Matrius. Flaming Weapons is getting cast down on this position. We could see a ceasefire. There's the ceasefire coming down, blocking that. Flaming weapons. We're also seeing hell coming through for Ragnarok. So it's a bit of a question mark. And for me, I would assume that the big amount of damage you could deal with a Fimbulwinter in the team game would definitely help out a lot more against everyone rather than the hell. Though maybe going in with the speedy, what's it called? I forget, Rampage. Maybe going in with Rampage temples all over the place might be very, very strong as well. So I was thinking a whole bunch of upgrades coming through. Even getting arrow ship cladding, Matrius is, as we are seeing this town center, going to be shooting up, and it probably will get up, but I'm pretty sure the Juggernauts will take it down fast enough. Though the Fire Giants are actually a really, really good counter to this situation that is arising here, and obviously not seeing that Ragnarok getting cast too early here. It would be a pretty suicidal. Probably wouldn't do all too much damage, so maybe sending it over and trying to take out Army Corps wouldn't be a bad idea. And we do see the town center just about to get up, but it looks like the Oxy Juggernauts are already here, and they already say get out of here. But the Fire Giants are leaving on this position here, and all this shenanigans happening. All these this Nidhogg just going to fly in here and just start sniping down villages. The splash damage is absolutely huge. There is a priest here which can do a little bit of damage, but it can be very hard to take down a Nidhogg, as we are now seeing on this location. Mechanics taken out, losing basically his town center and everything else. These Ursa are very, very strong. We are seeing the Rampage coming through for Ragnaroks, which I absolutely love. Meanwhile, we see the Battle Ball coming in, going to try and take down these docks. We're seeing even is that an Argo? Are we seeing an Argo? I swear I saw an Argo getting trained. I'm so sad to take down those Battle Balls. Meanwhile, we see Nor's throwing down a dock, but his town center will be falling. No preparation on this location, as he is now trying to push through here. He's got himself the Son of Osiris. He's got himself the siege towers. There's no villages on the front just yet to put any sort of forward buildings over here. The Son of Osiris is getting sniped down by those Archists. They do so much damage to him. Nice micro there, pulling back. Army Corps not paying attention too much to his archers, as they are all falling at this point. Still getting some more damage done to the Son of Osiris. We do see the Stymphalian Bird's going to fly in over onto this location. The Son of Osiris can really take them down very quickly, though. Have to be super careful there. Meanwhile, we see the temple coming over here. Look at that, 98%. That's because these Fire Giant, they train so quickly. It's 95% reduction in train speed. So it goes down to like 2 seconds or something for a Fire Giant to train. So you can spam these out incredibly quickly. Mechanics is now over here. He's got a whole bunch of units. Ragnarok's going to turn around, start fighting this one nicely. We do have the Avenger moving in onto this location, as Matrius is still trying to... What is this navy from Matrius? He's got 9 triremes, and he is going to be putting a hard stop to the trade route of the opposing team here. These camel caravans going to get shut down. This town center going to go down. Even villagers falling here. Matrius is an absolute madman right now, as we see the Ragnarok getting cast from Nazopharnyx is going to be trying to push through this town center and shut Matrius down. Matrius doesn't have a whole lot of stuff over here. He's got so much navy on the field. He's throwing down buildings everywhere because he can just basically defend with militia. Very, very smart attempt there, as Matrius is going to be attempting to hold on. Army Corps getting completely destroyed here. He needs to retreat some of those civilian units. He does have civilian units in the very corner of the map. If he can run these bad boys, you can definitely continue in this game. You've got Matrius with tons of economy. You've got Mechanics with tons of economy. All you really need here from Army Corps is 100 population and just trying to cause some havoc here, and definitely trying to shut Nazopharnyx out of the game. Meanwhile, we see the double team coming onto Matrius right now. The Battle Balls coming through here. The Ragnarok heroes, the Hersa, doing so much damage onto this position. We see Engineers, Flood Control, Bronze Shields all coming through for Norse, getting a lot of those juicy upgrades. And now all the buildings falling. How fast can Norse transition over to start taking down Mechanic space is the real question here. And we are seeing Matrius pulling back over here, but look at this damage that's happened. All of these dead caravans over here. Have we seen an attempted swap of the trade route? Yes, we have. He is moving into his own base. We see the town center attempting to come back up, but with one Oxy Juggernaut, should be enough to kind of delay this, though it's seemingly looking like the Juggernaut is not targeting down the town center, unfortunately, as Matrius barely holding on over here. as the army is just continuing to flow in. We've got so many battle boards on this position. Do we still have those fire? Oh, we've got 4 fire giants just going to be stamping over here. Will we be able to see Ragnarok's grabbing this town center as well as these heavy Hephaspers? They're really, really good against the Rag heroes, but once the Fire Giant come in here, it can be very tough to hold on to this position over here, as we are going to be seeing Matrius's town center falling as well on this location. And where are all the villages basically on the map here for Matrius? I don't see all too many anywhere just yet. We are seeing some more docks coming down for Nords. And Nords basically you just need to throw towers down or a migdol. Towers or a migdol onto this location is the easiest answer to the Juggernaut spam. If you throw that down right on the shore, the Juggernauts don't get any bonus damage to the building going up, and then the migdol is going to be able to shoot it down. You empower, repair that one up, and then throw the dock down to make some more units. That's the secret there, ladies and gentlemen, on this map to dealing with those Juggernauts, but we're not seeing that happen just yet. We're seeing some villagers getting sniped down. Looks like this town center getting repaired back up. The army of Nazopharnyx is starting to dwindle, and Matrius is going to be holding here, but he is only 2 town centers, and there is a possibility now for Ragnaroks to be grabbing all of these town centers, or Nords to be making an effort to move over here and start grabbing these himself, because he's got all the economy in the world at this point. We do see that Matrius has deleted the majority of his navy. No, he hasn't. He's just moving over here with his navy, just looking for something to do. And the docks coming up over here, getting denied as well by a couple of these trireme. Meanwhile, we see some raids coming in onto the trade route of Mechanics. Nice play here from Nords, but he needs to get a little bit more active over here, a little bit more villagers coming over here if he really wants to do anything. He needs to grab this town center. He's taken a little bit too long with that one, as the coinage coming through for Nazopharnyx as well, as he's going to try and get reset up. As I mean, Army Corps he's looking to make an escape. He's got himself the transport ship. He's got himself the dock. He can actually build some Oxy, what are they called? Oxy Siege Bareems? Yeah, Oxy Siege Bareems to take down this town center and get himself back into the game. That's something pretty spicy he can do, but it's looking like he's just going to go for the destroyers on this position. He's got himself all the houses coming up. He's getting some more military barracks, and he might be able to push through this anyways and kept that back in onto this position. That could be very, very good for him. We are seeing Nazopharnyx getting himself back to the town center in a very, very nice position. We see Matrix getting some Heliopoli out, but the Hephaspus are coming through. The only real counter for the Hephaspus is raiding cavalry at this point. So you definitely need to be making those, and we are starting to see Nazo doing that, but Ragnaroks might want to consider a tech switch into that as well. Still surprised to see this town center not going up. Looks like the Economic Guild getting shanked down before he's going to take it for himself. There we go. Just waiting on the gold, it seems like. This town center is still being denied. Very nice play. We see Matrius attempted to get this town center back, but he's just not over here with his army, and Ragnarok's going to be denying that one for the time being. See the temple getting taken down. Will we see any sneaky temple plays? This is what makes Rampage so good. You just sneak a Hearser over here or something, and you chuck the temple down, and you can just go hard onto this position. We do see the siege raid onto Mechanics Town Center here, able to take that one down. Looks like Mechanics just a little bit too slow there to react, and the town center does go down. Normally, those kind of siege raids don't work out too well because there's a whole bunch of villages that can just shank them down, but in that situation, it does end up working out for him. Now we see a fire giant raid onto these villages, a whole bunch of damage. The splash damage is huge, but with only one fire giant, they just kind of split up, and none of the villages really die until a couple more of those special abilities come through. We do see a whole bunch of priests out now for Mechanics, as they are holding on very, very hard right now as the villagers moving forward for Madrius, going to get this location set up. We do see a whole bunch of those hammer ships, ramming galleys coming in to try and take down the docks here. We see the town center coming up for Nords as well. The priest not empowering it though, starting to walk elsewhere, and we do see on this position the town center has been taken down, and Army Corps is going to be clawing himself back into this game. The destroyers moving over here, they will be able to take down this town center as well. There's nothing on this position though. Maybe mercenary could be enough to hold that position there, as we are seeing this location starting to be very, very spicy here. There might be a room for a dock here and a siege ship, an Oxy Dragon ship or something onto this position to take down these temples, as well as Matreus is coming back up to 4 town centers very, very quickly, though. Look at this fire giant getting taken down by a pacifist. Very, very funny to see that. The Heliopoli is actually quite good against the fire giant, but not happening just yet. Town center going to be moving up here, and we are going to be seeing Matreus attempting to push in to Nazopharnyx's base, trying to completely quash him out of the game. The town center getting taken down. Nor's not paying attention. He's currently 6 town centers, not finding any real way to utilize that population to the best of his ability in this game. He needs to take down town centers, get these docks set up, take out these back town centers, do all of that extra stuff. Just pushing forward onto this location. It looks like Mechanics can simply just defend with Mercenary. Mercenary is so very, very strong here on this position to defend. So we'll see how he's going to go if he can push forward. Matreus moving forward in this position here. He's got those 4 town centers up just about. No, it gets denied yet again as Ragnarox is able to prevent that one from going up. Very nice play, but Ragnarox is now 1 town center. Ragnarox is 1 town center. He can grab his town center back over here. It looks like he's not grabbed this one, as Nor's is for some reason taken Ragnarox's town center there, and it's just going to be a tough one for him because he needs population. He's probably got decent economy as well. He needs population for these fire giants. He's trying to take this one now. Army Corps just about to get himself back up to 2 town centers. The destroyer's pushing forward, and now Nor's has got to have to deal with not only Mechanics, but also has to deal with Army Corps, as Army Corps is starting to show you're not out until you're out. Resigning too early is never a good idea. This is a very, very smart play here from Army Corps. We see the villagers attempting to come and repair this one. We see a Shifting Sands from North. No. You can't be using Shifting Sands in that way. It's bringing them into a different position over here. Unfortunately, Shifting Sands in the late game is so very, very strong. But not being used. Imagine just shifting sanding a whole bunch of these Norse units back here to start or back here to start a kind of back build or something like that would be absolutely huge. But it's still looking like the town center might go down anyways, even after that shifting sands. The looks like the destroyers are just about to fall though. We see a whole bunch of Ulfsuck being trained here by Nazo. I didn't think he would have the economy to really make that happen, but he does come in, holds this location. Nazo against Army Corps makes a lot of sense to try and to hold this position. But it is 1 town center against 2 town centers on that position now. We are still seeing this location under fire as the Polyphemus is going to come in, swing his mighty club of justice as he whacks the fire giant away, and then he has to chase him down. That's the only weakness to Polyphemus, is that you don't actually want him to use his special ability for the most part against the big myth units, but he does manage to take it down nonetheless. And the town center for Matreus is about to come up here. And these chariot archers moving forward. The towers coming up on this location, getting shut down as well by a single lone catapult. We're seeing a catapult now going to try and sneak in and try and take down this town center. It's not exactly going to work just yet, as the Arcus coming in onto this position. We've got the classic destroyer Arcus composition from Army Corps. He's making himself citizen. Yes, he is from 1 town center. He's got a whole huge amount of villagers on this gold mine, but he is going to be running out of this gold mine, so we will have to start a trade route, which can be very, very tough in the position that he's in at this point. He's finishing up on that elephant over here. If I was Army Corps, I would have asked Mechanics to throw me down a whole bunch of farms here to start farming, but not what happened. It looks like. We see even Iron Mail now coming through. He's starting to get fully upgraded units here. Matreus, I'm not sure exactly what he's doing here. It looks like he is just about cleaned up Ragnarox's forward base here. He's got himself the 4 town centers. He's starting to move in and take down Nazopharnyx's units. We've got the Chimera here, the Heliopoli in as well. Very, very tough to deal with this, as the siege of Matreus is simply just going to clean up Nazopharnyx's base, as he does decide to tap out there. Norse taps out, and Ragnarox will soon be tapping out as well, as we finally see some of those siege ships coming in, but it is too little, too late. GG. Well played here by Matris, Mechanics, and Army Corps. Specifically Army Corps, never giving up, never surrendering, down to 0 town centers, sneaks into the corner of the map, gets a dock with the transport ship, eats the food that Mechanics had left over because he is raw, did not need all of that. What a game here. Very, very nice play. I do think that there was something that could have been done here with shifting sands for Norse getting into the back of Matrius's base or something, causing so much more chaos and really stamping this game out when they had an advantage, but not utilizing that shifting sands to accelerate the damage done allowed Matrius to really just kind of shrug off that huge double that Ragnaroks and Nazopharnics did with Ragnarok. And obviously Mechanics staying alive for the entirety of this game was super, super strong, and not being able to fall to the 6 town centers of Norse. The early docks here from Madrius were, I wonder if they were actually... they obviously gave him value, but I wonder if there would have been more value in simply just playing a little bit more standard in this game. But who knows? He did manage to get some damage done nonetheless. The huge double on Army Corps was really smart as well after the GP dump onto Nazopharnics. I feel super bad for the guy. Plays Norse, gets tornadoed, locust, shifting sand, earthquake, cursed. The whole kit and caboodle there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.